Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Всем привет, с вами снова Филранес. Мы продолжаем проходить Хогвартс Леджиси. Я, короче, выполнил последнее. Тут нам надо было какую-то птичку поймать, типа додошку. Вот, и нас сейчас обучат бомбарде. После этого со мной связался Себастьян, поэтому пока что будем делать его сюжетку.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Отлично, есть бомбарда.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead.
Так, я бы бомбарду назначил вместо короче, огненного. На каких тыквах потренировал? На этих, что ли? Вон у тебя там тыква раз.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Спасибо, мать. Так, я немножечко приоделся под зиму. Пришлось вернуть этот плащик, потому что на нашем, который я открыл, ну, типа пуффендуйский, вот этот легендарный, там нету капюшончика, а все-таки зима на дворе, правильно? Чтоб мамка не наругал, что без шапки ходим. Вот, хотя бы капюшончик. Но, в принципе, сойдет. Ладно, прикольная мантия. Немножечко зиму в ней побегаем. Шарфик, перчаточки теплые. Нормально. Здесь, конечно, эта роль не играет, но все-таки антуражней, правильно? Так, мне написал Себастьян. В принципе, давайте, наверное, с ним и пока что и продолжим. Потом еще к Поппи сгоняем. Так, а он где? Вот здесь, да? И там еще у нас с негритяночкой из Гриффиндора квест.
What are you up to now?
А, я понял, они в крипте сидят. Тем более мне еще понравился вот этот шарфик. Выглядит прикольно, но он смотрится только с этой мантией. На всех остальных он немножечко в текстуру заезжает. Здорово, так, это самое. Там мы вроде все правильно с ним сделали, но все-таки перезаписываться.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ой.
Ominous. We were just about to get some air.
Получилось.
Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Я хуй знает, кого из них поддерживать на самом деле. Этот боится другана потерять, этот хочет сеструху спасти. Кто прав, непонятно. О, приветики. А че ты тут стоишь? Подслушиваешь, блядь? Так, ладненько. Давайте проделаем немного с Поппи. А, вообще, знаете, что я хотел? Вообще, я хотел зайти с Диком. Что со мной от меня хочет Дик? Может, он расширит мне комнату на последний... этот самый... Последний кусман?
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deek thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
Естественно.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deek suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deek has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deek.
Вообще, я как раз-таки самца и самку всегда и ловил. Так, поймать Фистрала и... У меня, кстати, уже какой-то фистрал был. Надо было, наверное, посмотреть, кто у нас был, и потом уже ловить самца или самку. Наверное, так и поступим. Потому что, в принципе, много фистралов мне не надо. Мне вот интересно, а гиппогрифов можно будет? Так, давайте посмотрим, кто там. Там могилия, по-моему, давалась. Так, кстати, выглядит комната, кто не видел. Ну, собственно, я не показывал, поэтому, да. У меня тут в основном летучки. Так, вот он, фистрал. У нас девочка, нам нужен пацан. Давайте их всех почешем. Собираем перышки, мех. Здорово, красавица. Тебе тоже у нас жених есть, получается. Кстати, интересный факт. У вот этой птички какой-то плюсик нарисован. Я так понимаю, типа это что-то типа редкого окраса. Один еще тут сидит. Так, ну и теперь покормить еще всех осталось. Мне вот эти пиздюки нравятся. Хорош, зараза. Так, ну у меня здесь все 4, поэтому то, что мы там поймали для бомбарды, куропатки эти, додошки, здесь уже не прокатят. Нужно болото, и там, получается, оставшихся посажу. Так, с тебя... Ага, тебя еще покормить надо. Давай. Ну-ка, садись. Садись, садись. Ладно, держи вдогонку. Все отлично. Так, окей. Ловим пацана. Денег на загон, наверное, хватает. Правда, метла моя опять откладывается. Ну, хрен с ней. Значит, вообще в последнее время больше летаю на клювокрыле. Хотя метлу тоже стоит использовать. Она как-то пошустрее, чем гиппогриф. У меня ощущение, что я в другую сторону лечу, да?
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Ой. Охеренное место. Фестрау. Так, мне нужен темненький, я так понимаю, да? Да, темненький. Охренеть, и как его ловить? Понял, походу как единорога.
Now, I'm only trying to help. There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Не, потом, конечно, посмотрю, но мне кажется, мне хватит одной пары. Плюс у нас еще дитё родится. Нахер я свою метку поставил? Ну ладно. У меня единорогов там 3 штуки. 2 пацана и девочка.
Here I come.
Надо будет одного пацана, наверное, продать. Значит, под Рождество как-то скромненько наряжено.
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
Ну, всего 1000.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Хогвартс. Выручайка. Чё, может, Себастьян продолжит сюжетку-то свою? Еще позвонит, что-нибудь расскажет. Так, баночки еще варятся.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Третью комнату дали. Да, точно, вон он, бомб, болото.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've
А что
bred.
тут на болотах? Ети, твоя мать. Шрек, выходи. Я знаю, ты здесь. Блин, я здесь феникса выпущу. Мне нужны будут лягушки. У нас есть додошки. Кто? Девочка. Надо будет пацана еще ей найти. Кот, феникс, додошки. И лягушки. По идее, всех фантастических тварей соберем. Ну, надеюсь. Так, но фистрава у меня пусть на побережье. Там красота им. Полетать всем. Мне интересно, когда мне дадут второе крыло? По-любому вот эта фигура будет убираться. О, здесь проход теперь есть. Найс. Так, вот сюда идем. Загон для разведения, кормушка, игрушка. Ага. Ёб твою мать. Это круто. Охренеть. Кормушка. Ой, кормушка я в воде здесь поставил. Игрушка. Странная. Что еще можно? Ох, ёптать. Деревья. Моему творчеству не будет предела. Шпиль башни. Ёва-пала. Лучше бы мне это не показывали. Так, ладно, я могу в это залипать, наверное, долго. Покрытие пола, болото, скала, грядка. Так. Выпускаем Фистрава. Давайте его сразу почешем, погладим, покормим. Чтобы все были довольны и сыты. Типа зимой пузик почесали. Так, взаимодействовать. Фестравы. Используйте, чтобы заставить... уже занят. Ты это? Иди. Потомство Фестрава, оставшееся время для разведения 30 минут. Ага, он 30 минут дрыхнуть будет. Ля, гипогрифчика хочу развести потом. Так, интересно, а авточесалка какая-нибудь будет? Или может эта игрушка делает? Короче, ладно. Обставлю все по красоте, в обеих этих я потом. Это летит. Крылана. Так, полчаса. Короче, в конце серии. Так, у нас есть бой. Что у нас за бой? Вроде нет ни хрена. Странно. Ладненько. Так. С фестралами понятненько. Сирону сделаем потом. Это я вообще, наверное, не буду записывать. Пойдемте к Поппи. Так понимаю, сейчас будем браконьером хлеба уломать. Может, еще кого спасти получится.
Lumos.
Ой. Так, Поппи у нас, по-моему, где-то далеко. Да.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Away!
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Мать, хоть бы оделась.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Застудишь еще
Good.
чё.
Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Сейчас она как начнет аводы кидавры во всех подряд раскидывать. Да, снег, конечно.
Centaur. Tread carefully.
Ну чё нам, кентавр?
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Кстати, да, я уже встречал, они с браконьерами тут машутся по лесам.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too.
Новый босс
It's
из
almost like
Ханта.
there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Это, походу, то самое, с помощью чего они подчиняют.
Revelio.
Все, да? Подчиняют существ.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Лепота.
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see
Пойдем их
us.
обхерачим,
Should we
мать.
use disillusionment?
Круцу
Or perhaps a
испытаем.
less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Войдите в палатку. Ща я войду в нее с ноги, ёпта, бля. Чё, ёпта? Неждан? Один.
What are you, a gobstone? One of my own. You will
guarding the Minister for Magic himself.
Revelio.
What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Так.
Reparo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Нахер нам Люмос.
Revelio.
What in Merlin's
Я почему-то так и
name?
подумал, что это незримое расширение.
Are those dragons?
Это пиздец. Ну, Хвосторожий, я почему-то так и подумал, что будет что-то с драконом. Кстати, вон он металл на одном из них. А, на обоих.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Типа надо по стелсу.
Expelliarmus. Defender. Bombard.
Всем похуй.
Revelio.
That's brilliant.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I heard something. Miserable bitch. Never like vegetables.
You'd be better suited for guns!
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
А это попишь, капусты разбрасываются. Кстати, насчет расходников я бы поместил вот это. У меня там 2 банки еще лежит, ждут меня, а то у меня они застопорили и все. Надо баночки пить поактивнее.
Revelio.
Я вас тут, ребят. Ну ладно, возможно,
Did you hear
растения нам
those
тоже
goblins?
понадобится.
Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
Тут все заодно. Мафия. Что мы пройти не можем? Говорите с Поппи.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we?
Сайговые.
Revelio.
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Яйцо дракона. И что, мне его вырастили?
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready.
Revelio.
The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Таня! Опа!
The lamb returns to the wolf.
Damn you!
Expelliarmus.
Let me out, son! Let me out, son! Let me out, son! Let me out, son! Here's 10. You'll feel that tomorrow. Yes.
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Stop right there. You've made a mistake.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Один.
Radiant black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Да. Огонь и злой нрав. А дальше что у нас по сюжету? Или не по сюжету? Ничего, да?
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Ну, пойдем. Что-то задание не появляется. Так, заберите страницу руководства трансфигурации, средний уровень, который находится в библиотеке. Трансфигурация. Хогвартс. Так, читальня сюда, что ли? Откуда тут проще-то попасть? Давайте в библиотеке попробуем. Тут дискач. Подождите. А можно между задачами как-то подземной гавани и которая находится в библиотеке? Почему меня ведет в подземную гавань, хотя я только что был в библе?
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Ну, давай.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid. Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin.
Ну, а если что, у меня круцо есть. Ой. Участвовал в квиддиче до изобретения золотого снитча. Да, согласен, вопросики полегче, да.
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Brown. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Не, ну это я знаю.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Дары смерти.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Нет.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Давай.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Ой, пиздец, не. Может, вот это?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Вот это, по-моему, ни хрена.
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant!
Oh.
Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Я пошел отсюда. Ну, наверное, не вот это. Я не знаю, кто это. Давай вот это.
Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus Charm. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Мать, я не ебу.
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Вот это.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Откладывает яйца через рот. Вася?
The Basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths,
Всегда было
each of the
интересно, через
Rune's
что
Paw's
змеи
3
откладывают.
heads serves a different function.
Жопка, что
The
ли,
left
есть,
head is the
наверное?
planner, the middle is the dreamer, And the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny, а в Америке. Точно, не это, Пиренея. Что такое Пиренея? Что-то знакомо, Пиренейские острова, по-моему.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Заебёшь. Амортенция, по-моему.
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next
Или
round?
что?
They're my most difficult questions.
Да погнали, раз уж начали, ебашь по полной.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Не, зря. Вот это.
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle
Запоминайте,
Ages,
если кто
when
будет
he was the
проходить
master of the
викторину.
Eldorado.
Вот
If a
вам и
chaser
ответы.
keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes
Хотя
through the
по-любому в
goal,
интернете
what
есть.
foul are they committing?
Чё? Как называется нарушение правил, при котором охотник все еще держит хвофу? Когда тот проходит через кольцо. Давиловка.
Stooging.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Пятнистый клешнепод. Мне кажется, волос на ушах.
No, the answer was bad luck.
Понял,
Native to the
вообще не
European
угадал.
coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to... What plant excretes stink sap?
Sopophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Пиздец.
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Я даже знаю ведь, что такое снолигастер. Звучит как какой-то крокодил. Может, это?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part
Логика
reptile is a distant relative
здесь не
of the
работает.
Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Amset.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Слава богу, они у тебя
I put the book
закончились.
back on the pedestal for you.
Так, родился. Пиздюк родился. Давайте, ладно, изучим заклинание, сходим, посмотрим, что там родилось у нас. И на этом тогда серию закончим. Охрен я бегу. Так. Вот здесь спуск, насколько я помню. И дно проваливается, полетел. Скоростной лифт. Там не то, что уши заложит.
The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
Мать, ты чё? Пришел, она уже заревела. Вроде не урод. Так, это глазастый.
Lumos.
Я что, из библиотеки не забрал? Получается, что так. Блин, отстой. Я думал, квест с ней выполнил, и все, автоматически страничку отдали. А ни хрена.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Так, ну пойдем. У нас, по-моему, туда телепортик был. Ну, допустим.
Revelio.
Сундуки где-то наверху. Как только туда залезть, непонятно.
Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster.
Я вот здесь не понимаю, сундук. Где? Мне кажется, некоторые метки корявые. О, мать, здорово, ты чё не спишь? Ладно, я подожду. Так. Так, так.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
Beautifully.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
А можно промолчать и молча развернуться и уйти? Скажем да, скажем нет, напиздим. Скажем да, подставим деда. Пиздёж они тут чувствуют, как я не знаю кто. Нет.
Not at all. I was, merely interested in learning more about the Aura program. I saw Professor Sharp's Aura badge and was intrigued.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Счастья, здоровья. Ага. Ну, давайте испытаем. В принципе, все у нас, я так понимаю, изучено. Еще непонятно, вот здесь будет что-то или нет. Но у нас, получается, осталось Империо и Авада Кедавра. Байндолг перезаряжается. Так, что у меня? Экспелиармус. В принципе, оставлю так.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the
Приходи на обзорную площадку. Что-то обсудим. Это что присел? Приуныл.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Да. Совсем дурной малый. Так, у нас есть братишка. У нас есть... вот эту пока будем откладывать. Пока поделаем, пожалуй, с Поппи, с Нетти. Ну и Сипчик, соответственно. Так, я говорил в конце, вот это мы пройдем. Давайте сразу его и сделаем. Тогда закончим на эту серию. В следующий пойдем, наверное, пока что Себастьяна. Я хочу изучить заклятьюшки по максимуму. Надо только разобраться, что там отвечать, потому что я ни хрена что-то не понимаю пока что. Рябиновый отвар. Найс. Так, все накормлены, только почесать надо. Ой, тебе зимой.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Че, типа, я могу и детей, что ли, намутить всем? А, удобно, кстати. Мне теперь проще со всеми взаимодействовать. Почесал, сразу собрал. Кормить хоть не надо. Ну, это ладненько, это я обставлю. Тут кристаллов надо дохренища. Ой. Эй! Вся щетка с тобой не успевает. Ну, что за игрушка-то? Манекен. Шар из костей. Клубок пряжи. Шар из козявок. Лунный шар. Золотой шар. Еще. Блин, вот мне что нравится, здесь вот эти все штучки, которые мы создаем, работают бесконечно, не нужно никакое ни топливо, ни расходники. Вот всегда бы так. Чуть-чуть подзаморочился и все. Потому что в арке, например, все поддерживать надо. А тут прям лепота. Так, слушайте, я хочу попробовать... На тебе. Мне интересно, у них получится какое-то потомство? Охренеть. Прикольно. Не, реально прикольно. Как можно целые семьи себе здесь состряпать и все. Этому весело. Мне кажется, я не покормил второго этого. Вот тебя. А, нет. Все, с тобой тоже поигрался. Короче, будем делать семьи. Счастливее. Ну а сейчас с вами был Филранес. Всем пока и до новых встреч.